The course of study for the Doctor of Chiropractic degree program at Parker College is very challenging and rigorous. Through the many hours of coursework and study, the student who achieves the highest grade point average is honored as a class valedictorian. Achieving the highest grade point average available, a 4.0, the valedictorian for this class is Mr. Neil Gardner.
Good morning. I didn't think I was going to be nervous. Okay, let's get something straight. First of all, I'm not putting on a fake accent. I am not from America. Good morning, everyone. I wanted to give a very serious speech this morning, but this tassel is not helping. Okay. First of all, thank you very much for coming here to support all of us, and it is truly my pleasure to be here to represent the summer class of 2009 as their valedictorian. My goals for writing this speech are twofold. One is to be able to express my gratitude to all the persons that have been instrumental in the pursuit of my dream of becoming a doctor. And two is to be able to inspire others who have greatness within, but for one reason or another might be afraid to let it out. So I have entitled my speech, Conquering the Fear of Success. Let me invite you to think back with me for a moment. Do you remember where you were and what you were doing when the news broke of the 9/11 terrorist attacks? It's amazing how the human brain works. It is wonderful, capable of amazing feats of almost photographic recall. During pivotal moments of our lives, our brains take a snapshot, if you will, of the event, enabling us to be able to recall with vivid clarity every detail and emotion surrounding that event. Well, it was an unseasonably hot day in Kingston, March 2004. I was eating in a restaurant while I waited for my car's air conditioning system to be fixed when my cell phone rang. It was the president of the Jamaican Olympian Association. She asked me a question then that would change the rest of my life. How would you like to become a chiropractor, she asked. You see, feats of photographic recall do not apply to the mundane in our lives. It is reserved only for those extraordinary moments that profoundly impact us, and that was one such moment. In 1993, at my going-away party just before leaving Jamaica to go to the University of Michigan to take up a track scholarship, I remember stating to my guests that I have two main goals. First was to compete in the Olympic Games, and second was to become a doctor. Well, the former was realized only 3 years later, when I had the opportunity to run for Jamaica in the 1996 Olympic Games in Atlanta. The latter goal, however, seemed but a distant dream by the time I graduated university. I certainly wasn't passionate enough to consider spending another 4+ years of my life in medical school. I just didn't feel suited to be a medical doctor. And with that, my dreams of becoming a doctor all but died. It would be another 8 years before the fire of that passion would be rekindled in that unforgettable phone call. There was a scholarship being offered by about 10 chiropractic colleges in collaboration with the World Olympians Association for Olympians who might be interested in becoming doctors of chiropractic. After researching about chiropractic, I realized that everything I had hoped being a doctor involved, chiropractic was it. Now I was motivated. Now I was ready to become a doctor. And though I had done quite a bit up to that time, I was never an outstanding achiever. academically or otherwise. I always felt afraid to truly excel. I would do just enough so as to be liked by others, but never too much to be shunned or even envied. I never wanted anyone to feel insecure around me. This was how I lived my life until I found a reason to be successful that was bigger than my fear of success. The chiropractic story is not well known in Jamaica. With a population of over 2.5 million people and only 4 chiropractors, there is literally no one able to tell the story. I was surprised to learn that many of my classmates chose chiropractic because some chiropractor told them the chiropractic story, adjusted them, and allowed their bodies to be able to heal some infirmities that they were told they would have to just learn to live with. Infirmities such as Legg-Calvé-Perthes disease, ear infections, or even asthma, and the list goes on. These stories of hope and healing are not being told in Jamaica, but someone has to tell them. Misha was only 13 years old when she died. She died of an asthma attack. She was a precocious little sister of one of my very best friends, Jomo. And when my good friend Lyndon died, he was sitting right next to his sister Grace on a flight from Kingston to New York. Now, Grace is the only surviving member of her family, as both her parents have passed, and now her brother, also from an asthma attack. I can't help but wonder if these lives could have been spared if they received chiropractic care. I am obligated to Jomo and to Grace to do everything in my power to ensure that no one else has to suffer their kind of loss. I must be successful. Lives depend on it. My journey to this platform involved me being a professional athlete for 8 years, a high school teacher for 7, and now a Parker student for the past 3 years. In all that time, I have learned a valuable lesson. Our greatest asset is not the money in our pockets, it's the people in our lives. True success is measured not by the fortunes we've acquired, but by the legacy we leave behind. Our biggest legacy comes not from leading, but from serving. And as doctors of chiropractic, that's what we're called to be, servants. This means that we have a tremendous opportunity to leave an enduring legacy. In today's economic climate, we need to live by the Parker principle that says, develop a compassion to serve that is greater than your compulsion to survive. What compels you? I am compelled to be successful because of the gratitude I feel and the obligation that I have to all the persons that have worked so hard to ensure that I was able to get here. They are the ones that deserve all the plaudits and recognition. They are the ones to whom I am indebted. They are the ones to whom I dedicate my success. To my wife, who quit her job and left her friends and family to come live in a foreign country in support and pursuit of my dreams of becoming a doctor. Carolyn, I'm indebted to you. To those persons who are hoping for an opportunity to realize their own potential, their own dreams, but never get one, I do it for you. To those who will come after me, looking for a road to excellence, I seek to pave one for you. To all my future patients that will come under my care, you deserve the best care I can give, and I have prepared myself to serve you. To our families who have been there for us, supporting us and encouraging us along the way. Without you, success would not have been possible. To all my classmates and friends, you inspired me every single day to be a better person. To all the Parker faculty and staff who have guided me, to the old chiropractors who fought for our rights to care for our patients, I remain indebted to you, and your legacy will live on through our efforts. To Dr. Fabrizio Mancini, our beloved president, for helping me in so many countless ways, You are indeed my friend and my mentor. To you, I am completely indebted. For all that I have received, I need to be successful so that one day I'll be able to pass it on to others. But before closing, I'd like to leave you with a poem that has meant so much to me, and hopefully it will inspire you as well. It is entitled Our Deepest Fear by Marianne Williamson. Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we're powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are we not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small doesn't serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. So whenever you're tempted to not stand out, to just shrink into obscurity, to not be your amazing, fabulous self, just remember, you're doing humanity a huge disservice. The secret to success doesn't rest within ourselves. The secret to success is fueled by the people in our lives. If we continue to invest in them and be willing to serve their needs, the dividend we will reap will absolutely be recession-proof. And great will be our potential for success in school, in our homes, and in our practices. Thank you.